What if existence isn't something that just happens, but it's a freedom, a choice? Now, there's a thought that might leave you scratching your head. But if you've ever found yourself pondering about the meaning of your existence, or why you make the choices you do, you've already dipped your toes into the vast ocean that is existentialism. Existentialism as a philosophy shifts the spotlight onto the individual. It's about your existence, your freedom, and your choice. It whispers that you're not just a passive player in this grand game of life, but an active participant. You're not merely swept along by the tides of life, but you're steering your own ship, navigating through stormy seas and calm waters alike. Existentialism hands you the reins and whispers, you're free. But with that freedom comes responsibility, the weight of which can be both empowering and daunting. But how did we come to ponder such a thought? Let's delve into the evolution of existentialism. Existentialism didn't just spring up overnight, it is the product of centuries of philosophical thought. Let's rewind to the 19th century, to the roots of this profound philosophy. Two key figures stand out, Soren Kierkegaard and Friedrich Nietzsche. Kierkegaard, often considered the father of existentialism, dared to challenge the norms of his time. He proposed that truth is subjective and that each individual is solely responsible for giving meaning to life and living it passionately. His thoughts were radical, breaking away from the traditional Christian belief of his Danish society. Yet they laid the foundation for the existentialist emphasis on individuality and freedom. Then came Friedrich Nietzsche. This German philosopher took Kierkegaard's ideas a step further. He introduced the concept of the will to power, arguing that humans are driven by a profound desire to control and understand their own existence. Nietzsche boldly declared God is dead, not as a celebration of atheism, but as a wake-up call for humanity to take responsibility for its own existence. The existentialist baton was then passed to the 20th century when the philosophy truly began to flourish. Amidst the chaos of two world wars, existentialism found fertile ground. It was a philosophy that dared to ask the difficult questions about human existence, freedom, and responsibility. It was a philosophy that resonated with a world in turmoil. These existentialist thoughts were not confined to academic circles. They permeated literature, art, and even popular culture, challenging us to confront the absurdity of existence and the freedom that comes with it. These philosophers paved the way for others like Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus, who would further explore the concept of freedom in existentialism. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world he is responsible for everything he does." This provocative statement sits at the heart of existentialism, a philosophy that places human freedom and responsibility at its core. Freedom, in the existentialist view, isn't a mere privilege or a right bestowed upon us. Rather, it's an unavoidable reality of human existence. We are, in Sartre's words, condemned to be free. We are thrown into a world of infinite possibilities where every action, every decision is ours to make. We are the authors of our own lives, and so we bear the burden of our choices. This concept of freedom, however, is daunting. It's not the liberating, exhilarating freedom we often imagine. Instead, it's a freedom laced with responsibility, a freedom that recognizes our actions echo in the universe beyond our individual existence. Albert Camus, another influential existentialist philosopher, echoed this sentiment. He argued that we are free to the extent of our own strength and within the limit of our knowledge, meaning our freedom is bound by our capabilities and understanding, but within these boundaries we have the power and the responsibility to shape our own existence. So, in existentialism, freedom isn't just about the ability to choose, but also about bearing the weight of those choices. So, what have we learned today? We've explored the existentialist views on the meaning of existence and the profound role of freedom. We've traced the evolution of existentialist thought, from its roots to its modern applications. We have also emphasized the individual responsibility that accompanies freedom. It's a reminder of our unique role in shaping our own lives. Existence and freedom, then, aren't just abstract concepts, but the very essence of what it means to be human. Remember, we are not just existing, but choosing to exist.